Hello, YouTube, YouTube friends. I was gonna say Facebook. I'm so used to saying Facebook, y'all. I am on my way home from work, and I was like, you know what? Let me do a video. Oh my goodness! Look at this car accident. Oh my goodness! The person was driving so fast they flew into. Oh, they arrested somebody. The person was driving so fast they flew into a ditch. That car is upside down. Wow. Alright, y'all, I'm so sorry, but that's what's backing up traffic. Wow. Well, you know, looks like he survived, thank God. He's getting arrested, but woo, yeah. So anyways, back to my story. Just getting off of work, and thought I might come on and talk to you guys. I'm gonna roll my window up here so it won't be a lot of noise in the background for you guys. But so yeah, so let me update you all on some few things. So yes, I got a job working at an outpatient MRI facility, and the facility is pretty popular, literally. So this Friday when I come back to work, it's about 7 patients on the schedule, and so we have a patient every hour. I've been at this job for about it's going on 2 months now, and I know I'm just updating you guys, but it's going on 2 months now that I've been at this job, and it's a very flexible job, you know, especially with me being 5 months pregnant. I'm 5.5 months pregnant to be exact. And you know, this job is very flexible for me, very understanding and everything. So I'm thankful to have had my first MRI job to be, you know, a manager or owner. It's the owner, you know, who's very understanding and flexible, you know, with me being pregnant. So let's talk about my day-to-day work while I'm there. So basically I come in like around 10 o'clock on the days that I work, and I am normally they have a patient that's scheduled at 10, and normally like that patient, a lot of times so far, well, you really don't, you know what scans the patient would get, but I've been seeing the morning patients being like lumbars, some shoulders, stuff like that. And you know, so it's my job to get the patient's chart, read their chart, put their information in the system, you know, make sure I'm reading their safety sheet that they filled out, you know, as far as if they have any type of pacemaker or any type of transmitter, stimulator, whatever inside of their body, or tattoos, whatever, you know, so I definitely have to read that before I even get them into the scan room. You know, I have to read the reason why they're getting the scan, the diagnosis, all of that. And then, like I said, once I read all of that, put their information in the system, you know, bring them to the dressing room, have them to undress, get into their gowns, and have them to, you know, make sure that all metal, everything has been put up in the locker, and then bring them into the scan room, you know, and I pretty much talk to them through the whole thing. So like my first month of working there, I was really nervous because it's my first MRI job, and I literally got hired right on the spot, like literally took the armor test. And the crazy thing was, I wasn't even planning on working my pregnancy, but I happened to get this job inquiry through my school. They like send out job alerts and stuff, and I was like, you know what, this one here is like 15-20 minutes from my apartment. So I was like, let me just apply. As soon as I applied, they called me like the same day. I'm like, dang, okay. Came in for an interview the next day, brought in my resume and my certifications, you know, CPR card, all that. And they was like, we're gonna have you start such and such date. I'm like, dang, okay. You know, told me my pay and everything. I'm like, okay, you know, God must feel that I need to work, you know, instead of laying in the bed all day. So I've actually enjoyed, you know, coming to work and being able to get up and move around and walk and stuff like that, and have a purpose, you know, of getting up and stuff, you know, to work and stuff. It's pretty cool. And like I said, MRI is more of a mental job than a physical. So it's not anywhere entering my body at all. You know, since it's an outpatient facility, every patient that comes in there can pretty much walk, you know, and they have a steady gait, and yeah, they 9 times out of 10 don't need any help getting onto the bed or getting off the table. So yeah, so after I get the patient, you know, position them, you know, of course, as I'm positioning them, I ask them to give me a little info about why they're getting the scan that they're getting. You know, was it a work-related accident, or was it just some pain, or, you know, tell me a little bit about what happened, you know, and that way I can just, you know, get a little bit more information, kind of build that, you know, patient provider or patient MRI technologist relationship with the patient. And then after that, you know, I just explain everything to them swiftly, but, you know, in detail. And then get them on into the scanner. Of course, provide them with ear protection, make sure they're comfortable, blankets, pillows, all that good stuff, call button. And then after that, I go back to my computer, you know, and I start setting up the protocols. So yeah, it's pretty good job. Not bad at all. You know, I had to purchase this book that I'm gonna show you guys real quick. This book here has been my go-to for like all the scans, literally. This is my go-to book when it comes to coverage, when it comes to protocols that are expected, because for every facility they expect different things, you know. And like, for example, I did clinicals on a 1.5 Tesla high field MRI machine, and the place that I work at has a low field MRI machine. So it's completely different parameters, and you know, they require different protocols and stuff. And some of the protocols like haven't been set up, you know, it's because that scan, maybe it's not really done there, it's not a routine scan or whatever. So, you know, kind of like learning as you go of what scans are required. So I use this book every single day, literally every single day, and it definitely has helped me 100%. So I'm feeling more comfortable now being by myself with scanning and stuff like that. That car driving way too fast. With scanning and stuff like that. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. But yeah, I seen someone on my previous video ask me a question about when I was in MRI school, did we get to scan patients or scan our classmates? And at my school, Midwest Career College, no, we didn't. They didn't have that type of technology or equipment or machinery there at that time. I don't know if it's changed now. I've heard that they've gotten something to help the students, you know, have more like a real hands-on interaction with scanning and stuff like that, but we didn't have that. All we had was practice with the coils and how to position a patient. But to actually use like packs and to use like the computer for planning and scanning and stuff like that, we didn't have that. We literally had to create binders. It was a project that we had to create a binder, and basically the teacher would give us the portion or the region of interest that she wanted us to create a binder of. And so on that binder, I think mine was abdomen and something else. And so basically I had to put down what are the reasons why an abdomen would be scanned. And once you scan the abdomen, what are your positioning that you'll use? What is the coil? What type of coil would you use? And what type of scanning protocols would you use? What would be the slice thickness? What would be the TR? What would be, you know, so I had to like put it on paper, you know what I'm saying? we didn't have that hands on the computer, you know, where we actually got to set it up. We had to just write it down on paper, you know, try to be creative and create something nice or whatever to make it seem like we on a computer. But yeah, we didn't have that experience. So I'm pretty much, you know, had to learn. When I went for clinicals at the job that I worked at, I was able to do my MRI there, and I pretty much had to learn there, you know, like at that point I pretty much had to learn how to do the scans, you know, and how to set it up and stuff, and what to click and stuff like that. So but like I said, the scan that I practiced on for clinicals, did my 1,000 hours on, is totally different than the machine that I'm using right now. You know what I'm saying? So even though I learned all that on that Hitachi Echelon 1.5, this one here is an Aries 2, low field, you know? So it's like a completely different screen setup, you know? The only thing that probably looks the same is when the images pop up. That's it, you know, because of course the anatomy looks the same. But yeah, so just wanted to update you guys and share what's been going on with me. And like I said, I'm just getting off work. I'm on my way home now, and I'm excited to be going home, y'all. I'm tired. I had a long work day today. Started at 10, and I just got off at 4:30. I'm tired, y'all. Ready to go home, but I can't just go home yet. My son has martial arts, so I have to make sure he's there for his martial arts class. And then after that, we can go home. Well, alrighty, you guys. It was so nice talking with you all. And if you guys have any more questions or whatnot, please let me know. I'll do another video very soon for you guys. Talk to you later.